Well, I'm live on YouTube. Well, it's better than being dead because I'm breathing and I can feel my pulse beating. So here I am doing a live broadcast on YouTube, and I look forward to doing many more in the future, and with the intent of increasing my followers or the or the followers to my account, whichever comes first. But nevertheless, so what I intend to do today is do some readings from my poems and writings that I have put together over the years, but not necessarily in any particular order as to when or why they were written. Now I allow the listener to make up their own minds and interpret what has been mentioned, or the words and the period that these poems relate to. And if anyone has any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them to the end, unless I get cut off for some reason. So, at this stage, no one has joined the live broadcast, and maybe because it's a Saturday, people are out doing things and out and about. And especially here in Australia, it's a long weekend, Australia Day weekend. Excuse me. And there is lots to do with families going away for the 3-4 days to make the most of a long weekend. And then, of course, there are the sporting events taking place around the nation. The Australian Open, the cricket. Then there are soccer games in the National Soccer League that attract quite a number of people. So it's to be expected that apart from having an itchy nose, that not a lot of people are going to come to this live broadcast. But nevertheless, itchy nose. I wonder what that signifies. All right, so I'm going to get on with the poems that I have written and put together over the years. And the first one being with the title, Who Am I Really? And off we go. I am no longer Italian, despite being born in that country. I am not an Australian, for I do not know what it stands for. I believe in everything, and yet believe in nothing. I dislike everybody, and yet hate nobody. I am neither happy nor sad, rather just wanting to be. I know everything and yet know nothing. I believe in leaders and yet follow no one. I believe in magic and yet don't believe in the illusion. Even though there is great confusion. Yes, I am a walking contradiction. But then I am human after all. The end. And for the second one is titled The Silent Thief. TV set, symbol of progress, front and centre, appeasing all the senses. From cradle to the grave, pause for a commercial. Sit for a while, forget the long miles, watch the world. Misguided freedom, remote control at your command. Pause for a commercial. Buy the spin, binge if you like. Mindful of the bulge, fat will take hold. A body quickly grows old. Pause for a commercial. TV distorts. Superheroes are manufactured. Villains are created. Dividing your interests, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Pause for a commercial. Steals your time and money. Rubs the body, mind, and soul. Keeps you captive to the past and future. The TV is the silent thief. The end. And it's on to another reading, and most people, a lot of people, not the very young, of course, will remember, because it's only been a recent event, the pandemic, the COVID years. And this title of the poem is called Me and the Pandemic. Let me out. The four walls are closing in, time compressed. The world is shrinking, chaos lurking at the door. A dark shadow is cast widely. News travels fast and swiftly. Days now pass quickly. Panic begins to take hold. Action is required. The pressure is immense. The exits are blocked. The mind shock. Running out of room. The walls are closing in. Air is diminishing. Becoming hard to breathe. Can this be the end? And with it no more tears to shed? Time compressed. Let me out, let me out. They can have my body, but not my soul. Guide me towards the light. It is overhead and burning bright. The end. And another, titled Modern Life. Wither and die should you not comply. Get into debt to save that hide. Here is the deal. Want extra money? No need to worry. Sign on the dotted line. Receive it in a hurry. Just make monthly repayments, for the company will be placated. Gather up a lot of material possessions, to maybe furniture for the house, to please the spouse, perhaps a new car. Live as if there is no tomorrow. Make those repayments according to the account statements. Fall behind and the company will not be kind. Don't pay on time, letter in the mail. Ignore, be warned. Debt collector at the door. Furniture and car all gone. Empty house, love sours. Spouse and children leave within the hour. Now up against the wall. Windows closed, blinds and shades down. Give back the keys. Where to now? Modern life has a price. The devil wears Prada. The company plays to win. Hold all the aces, takes no prisoners. Wants all the riches, invited in at your peril. Wants both your soul and your money. Have a nice day. The end. I shall have some aqua to quench the thirst, to moisten the lips and the vocal cords. And The Ladder of Life is the title of this poem. Just keep the image of a ladder in mind as you climb up, for it is the ladder of life. Safely onto the first rung. Feeling good? Not far to fall. Want to go up one more? Step onto the second. Feeling all right? A bit further to fall, but manageable after all. Ascend to the third. Feeling up, beat. Start tightening that grip. Don't want to slip. Take a fall. Need to start all over once more. Moving to the fourth. Made it this far. No mental scars. Climb to the fifth. Midway point. Questions begin. Keep going or call it quits. Many choices from inner voices. Who is wrong? Who is right? A decision to be made can go either way, whether up or down. One thing is clear. While on that ladder, do not fear. It is your life. Make that choice. That is yours and yours alone. Thank you to that individual who gave this live broadcast a like. Thank you. Let me know at the end of how you felt about the broadcast. Going Mad is the title of the next poem. Bring back any memories? Going mad. Too much knowledge is a dangerous thing. Keeps one awake at night under a glaring light. Tossing and turning. Information churning. No relief in sight. Up in the morning. Worse for wear. Bloodshot eyes. Heavy head. As if having played in a ping pong game. One that never ends. Repeat the pattern. Night after night. Wondering what is it all about. Reality becomes blurred. Not sure what is fiction or what is fact. Start to question one's sanity. Gradually being worn down. Information overload. Head is throbbing like a volcano ready to explode. Finally snap. That is that. Break the pattern. Live in the present. Practice mindfulness. Stop the confusion. Be at peace. Sleep soundly. Well, thank you. I welcome either positive or negative comments because that's how we learn from each other. Having said that, but do leave your feedback, comments, positive or negative, to later on. So, because I'm reluctant to interrupt the readings. Hello to Kim Rose. Hello to all. And perhaps to that one individual who comments, I hate your videos. Then I welcome both, as I said, both positive and negative comments. It is horses, as they say, horses for courses. But we'll continue on with the poetry, and this next one is titled and called Letting Go and Being Reborn. Now, once again, I'm not going to spill out why these poems were written. I'll let the audience decide on that. Maybe they are relatable to anyone, to the individual, as to what significance it means to them. It may trigger past memories, both good and bad. But continuing on, letting go and being reborn. Hello? The world was standing still and playing tricks. There was rarely any laughter within the household bricks. Stayed with oneself to avoid mingling with a crowd. Echoes of inner thoughts seemed to be the only sound. Life's inner flickering flame was quickly dying. A day of reckoning was in the making. A change was needed, for it was time to be reborn. Always playing it safe, fear of getting hurt. Take a leap of faith. Jump into the unknown. Leave behind the grief, a knife that cut so deep. Time to stop the bleeding. The wounds showed signs of healing. Trust is a must. Be as one. Harness the energy under the sun. Feel the wind, a change it will bring. Took to the skies to view the world from way up high. The goggles obscured a gleam in the aging man's eyes, knowing that this was a moment of no return. A leap of faith was seen as his only choice. To finally bury the past and thereafter rejoice. Jumped out and put trust to the test. Suspended above and cradled in the womb of Mother Earth. Peace was felt while connected to her umbilical cord. Being nurtured before being reborn. Unconditional love filled the void. A lifetime of fear could not penetrate while taking a leap of faith from that little plane. Mother Nature delivered a grateful being, sound and safe, to a place upon sacred ground. Note the new feelings within, future not yet revealed, and yet it holds no fears. Took the leap of faith, finally able to let go of the past. A leap of faith had been completed. To be reborn, though, is only the beginning. In time, I will learn to know how to feel, explore the world, maybe even one day find love along the way. It is good to be reborn. The end. Hello from Korea. Thank you for joining. And it's pleasing to have you join again. Because we come from many nationalities, various ethnic groups, and the pleasing part of social media is that we can somehow connect and contribute to finally making this world a global village, so we can share and learn from each other, not be hateful or be, how would you say, be jealous or be worried about what the others are thinking or doing. But we internalize all that information to build a better world. Right. Breaking Free from the Illusion is the title of this next poem. Transfixed on the cover, falling under its spell, staring at an illusion, playing tricks on the mind, a magician in disguise, mesmerized and hypnotized, slowly going under. Want to break free and rediscover, going deeper with eyes wide open, not taking things at face value. Pull back the cover as if wanting to engage a new lover. Delve into each page. New feelings emerge. Imagination runs wild. Words creating an unexplored and limitless world. Poetic rhymes cry out to be understood. They intrude on matters of the human heart. More pages turned, and yet there is more to learn. Gradually resurfacing, expand one's awareness. Look further into the distance. The world does not stand still. It turns like a never-ending wheel. The spell can be broken. No longer fixated on the cover. The end. To all others who have come along and joined this live broadcast, and I don't see it going on for too much longer. The voice is beginning to crack. And my intention is therefore to make the broadcast as clear as possible. So bear with me and we'll see how we go for the next couple of poems. New Year's Eve. Does that sound familiar? Because that wasn't too long ago. New Year's Eve, in brackets, a captive of the night. New Year's Eve, a night to deceive, celebrating with revelers unknown, but preferring to be on one's own. The night seduces with the promise of hope. 10, 9, 8, 7. Raise those glasses with the rest of the throng. Momentarily, there is a sense of wanting to belong. A brief respite for a tortured soul. Regrets ahead while being under a neon light. Not wanting again to be a captive of the night. It will not be long before all depart, for another year has made a new start. Time now to remove that veil while fearing another betrayal. No more pretending. The heart is tired of surrendering. The stage is now bare. Back to the suburbs to count down another year. The Magoose, hello. And to Pala, hello. Haley, hello. And I'm tending to feel parched and my voice is beginning to croak as if a frog had somehow just entered it. But I will do one more, and then after for a few minutes I'll remain and maybe take a few comments. Not easy knowing me. Caught between birth and death, closer to the latter, it must be said. Yesterday was worlds away from where finding myself today. Many seasons have come and gone, all carrying a child into adulthood and beyond. An aging body, must be said, has seen better days. Accumulated experiences have made me this way. Wasn't easy being around me. Days on end, living in constant fear. Anxiety and stress retarding a young boy's dreams. Replaced by complex and conflicting themes. A cavalcade of characters floating out and in. Their presence still felt, but only in thought. Not easy getting to understand me. If I should be perceived as guarded and aloof, please understand before you choose. The mind is always attempting to catch up due to a clash of different thoughts that interrupt. It is not easy knowing me. Now spending time in meditation. Being without thoughts is the inspiration, leading to a newfound creation. And with it will come magical sensations. It's good. It feels good. Finally, getting to know me. Okie dokie. I'll leave it there until another time where I will continue on with readings of more poetry and poems, but I may also speak on various subjects and topics of which I'm familiar with. All right. And so, before I leave, does anyone have a question or a comment? And regardless of whether you're local, national, or live overseas and who have joined this broadcast, thank you to all. Is the earth round? Oh yeah, I travelled around it myself. I may be a genius, but not that bright in those areas. But maybe you will find out yourself, Sonny. Yeah, and you'll be able to reveal it to the world as to whether the earth is actually round or flat. Perhaps to the individual who has to get by from day to day, it makes no difference one way or the other to them. Whatever turns you on, Sonny. Different courses for different horses, or different courses for horses, as they say. But I hope it seems like you're able to occupy yourself. But I'm not going to stick around. So there are no more questions or comments. Well, I'm pleased you are. I'm pleased that you are. Because it's nice to keep oneself occupied. All right. Thank you. I will take care. And to yourself as well. All right. I'm going to end this broadcast and we may catch up with each other another time. Thank you.